Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back. And in this video, I kind of wanted to talk about something that kind of relates to something that I mentioned in my previous video, uh, as well as COD World War II, and a question that some of you may or may not have running through your heads. And that is, will I ever play COD World War II again? Am I ever going to touch that game again? And this commentary is going to be a little bit all over the place in terms of where I'm coming from, so I hope you guys stick around and watch the whole thing because there's a lot of explaining, and where I'm coming from is for many multitude of reasons. So I hope you stick around long enough to see where I'm coming from on all angles. So in my previous video, I pretty much mentioned that, well, And actually more than one of my videos, I've mentioned that in terms of pub stomping, even though I'm good at it, I'm constantly motivated by players that are better and by people especially that are here on YouTube or whatnot, and I've been inspired by them. Like Marker J, for example, and this guy he's one of the best pub players ever, and he's on a whole other level than most of us that play this and that do this on YouTube as well. And it's very apparent in the gameplays that he posts. And the thing is that I have gotten a lot better at Call of Duty in terms of pubs because I've invested a lot of time in these last 4+ years, or actually no, I've been playing the game for over 7 now. But these last 4+ years or so have been where I've been really to start to come into my own in terms of what I'm able to do pub-wise in Call of Duty. And the thing is that I still have this hunger to be one of the best. Now, I know I'm older. I know I'm 33. I know that that does play a certain factor, but at the same time, if I don't let it, I don't think it has to play as much of a factor. And I also believe that if I were to make myself do something even more difficult than just playing a ton of pubs, which I know that can make me better, but I think if I were to play competitive World War II, now I'm not saying that I would be competing with the likes of Optic or anything. Well, first of all, I just play on Xbox, but I'm at least thinking about trying giving World War II a chance, but not in pubs, but in competitive. Pub-wise, I can tell you right now that I will probably never ever touch that game again in terms of pubs. But in competitive, where you don't have to worry about cheap things like the espionage perk and all that those other things, and when people are just playing a certain way, and all the maps that are just built for people to just sit around and not move and all that kind of stuff, I think competitive might be a little bit more enjoyable for me. But the thing is this. Jack, why would you play competitive if you're enjoying the older Call of Duty games like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 and some of the older ones or whatnot? Well, I think that it's going to accelerate my improvement in terms of personal skill. If I decide to do this, if I put myself playing ranked play against people of equal skill and playing for the win and learning callouts and constantly challenging myself and just making it more difficult for me to do well, I think that when eventually I do come back to just going on full on and playing pubs, like let's say, next year when Black Ops 4 comes around, or even before then, I think I will come out of that an even stronger player than I am today. And I still continue to improve just by playing pubs, there's no doubt about it. I continue to challenge myself and improve, but I think if I want to accelerate my learning, and if I want to be on another level, that I think that this is something that appeals to me, and that's something that I might take up doing. I know the game types are different. I know it's different when it's 4v4, but at the same time, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. I'm looking at it as in you're going to play for the win, and you're going to play against other people that are of equal skill to you, or as close to that, or even better. And I believe it's also going to fill in the void to what my weaknesses are in terms of and we're not just talking about the type of games, the game types that I play, but we're also talking about, well, you guys know that I absolutely love to rush and I don't like to stop. Like I think this game is a really good example of that. But I do realize also that it's also an Achilles heel of mine. It's a weakness because because it shows impatience. And I think that playing ranked play and competitive, and to where other players are relying on you, and all these different things that come into play when doing that, well, I think that's going to help make me an overall better player. And it's going to make slowing down, at least for a few seconds, a little bit easier for me, instead of me just counting down in my head, okay, how long am I going to hold still for? Am I going to move or what? You know, so. And hardpoint, capture the flag, I can definitely get into, and I think I would even enjoy it. I mean, in Halo, when I played Halo, all I played was the competitive for Halo 5. It's because those were the maps that I enjoyed. I thought it was perfect. People were moving around, and people were, I mean, it was extraordinarily fun. It was a challenge, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But it was a hell of a lot of fun. And even when I was getting my ass handed to me, I still enjoyed it because I knew that I was getting better. And I was getting better. And the thing is, the difference being now that this is COD. I have some gun skill in COD. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm like, you know, like I've got like amazing gun skill or anything. I'm not saying, I'd never say that about me. That's not up to me to decide anyway. That's up to people that watch to decide. But I do have experience in terms of the shooting and the aiming in Call of Duty, and there is a part of me that would like to put that to the test. But there's a bigger part of me that just wants to have top tier level gameplay when I post here in pubs. It's a personal goal of mine. It's something that I've had for years, and it all started with my inspiration of the guys that I watch, mainly Ronaldinho, Pawn Stars, the Marca J, and even some pro players. So, and it's something that I've been thinking about, and whether or not I do it, it's still is yet to be determined. But this is what I'm thinking. So if I do give World War II a chance, it would be in competitive. Now, the reason why I wouldn't do competitive here on Black Ops 3 is because, well, because it's going to be boots on the ground from now on. And on top of that, Call of Duty itself is rooted at boots on the ground. So that is something that's very important. So, but yeah, I wanted to basically talk about this, and it was something that's kind of important to me, if you couldn't tell already. And I am a little bit curious about it. Now again, Search and Destroy is going to be my biggest thing that I'm going to have to go through, because I like to run and gun. And I know that there's a lot of things that I don't even know about that come into play when it comes to competitive, because I just play pubs, and I've been playing pubs for years, and that's all I've been playing. But I think this would kind of make me a more complete player overall. And when I go back to playing pubs again full time, I think I will come out a much stronger player, and I'll be at a much higher level because of what I would go through in competitive. And these are the thoughts that are currently going through my head, and this is what I'm thinking about doing. And as I said before, it's not set in stone, but I kind of wanted to address it because I'm sure there's some of you out there that would like to see me play COD World War II. But I don't enjoy playing COD World War II, but there's a possibility that I might enjoy and get better in my own personal skill by trying out competitive in World War II, or ranked play, or whatever you want to call it. So, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to make this video and kind of address it and talk about it, and something that I just also wanted to get out. And I know that YouTube is not just about gameplay, and gameplay doesn't matter as much as it used to, especially if you're not just a gameplay channel, but I don't know, I guess it does to me. And I guess those guys really inspired me that I would really just want to take this to a whole other level, if possible. So, but that's what I'm thinking about right now. So let me know down in the comments section. What are your opinions? What do you think? And as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video and the gameplay and the commentary, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.